So let's get into the attack here. Very clever, thought out attack by our boy Flaire. He's one of the more creative attackers for us. So as you can see, I want to point out one thing. He's a Town Hall 12, not a Max Town Hall 12. And look what he brings into his spell composition here. 4 earthquakes. Personally, I can't remember the last time I used earthquake spells, let alone using them at Town Hall 12. But Flaire comes up with these attacks, and he is just crushing these bases and attacking with extreme confidence right now. So as you can see, the base, it's basically almost max Town Hall 12 except for the walls. He's just working the walls. And so you see these types of bases before in wars. And the one thing I always want to point out on these bases is that over here is very weakly guarded defensively. You see, the only real super threat is this. Inferno. And then outside of that, single point defenses, archer towers. You have just the splash damage here and mortars. So anything air sent up top is not really going to be heavily defended against. And so the beauty of this attack here is Flaire notices and takes note and say, okay, if all my heavy defenses is down here, let me just put an army troop composition together of my most troops. So he brings 8 Pekkas. I can't remember the last time I saw a Mass Pekka attack, maybe at Town Hall 9. Anyways, so he brings 8 Pekkas, and his goal is basically this: shove troops and funnel troops all the way down into the gut of the base. He wants to make sure that everything is just going to be taken up. So once he gets to the position where he's taken out all these defenses, all the single set infernos go down, and the town hall goes down. So if you guys have been watching my videos, like I said, I like to cut bases in half and just continue shapes. So let's just envision all this is going down. So if all that is already down, all he has to do is basically just send some air troops up top and just to clean up this area, because they're not even threatened. So let's get into the actual attack now, and let's just show the beauty of it. He utilizes here he drops the loon first to tank for the baby drag, and then he just starts sending his Pekkas. So with the drag going out, the Pekkas aren't really going to be affected and taken down by a drag. Like I said, they're super tanky. So as soon as he creates his funnel, you see, building goes down there, building is going to go down here. And so once he notices that these buildings and the funnel's been cut, he's going to use these earthquake spells to just break him through. A lot of people have forgotten the use of these spells because of Siege Machines. So, like I said, it's one of the more really wonderful planned attacks done by him. So once everything's broken into and the walls are open, he already knows that even if this building does not go down, his troops are all here stuck on the CC troops. So even if this elixir drill doesn't go down, he knows with the walls broken into, everything is going to go just right into the core. And so he has 2 rages and a heal spell, and he's just going to let these heavy troops just go to business. He's the bowlers in, and he's just gonna send it over. I'm gonna start speeding up just so you can get it to the part where I wanted to show you where town halls go down. He uses the Grand Warden ability to push him all the way through. So I'm gonna pause it right there. And so town hall has gone down. As you can see, he still has bowlers, he still has Pekkas, he still has his queen, his BK is still up. And so troops are just pushing forward. With all those troops left over, what did I say earlier? I like to cut bases in half and make shapes. So everything out here is basically done. So what does he have left over? He has a loon, he has a slammer. Slammer has 8 loons in it. And so knowing that there's no real splash damage threat top, he's just going to wait for everything to kind of go down. And once basically the eagle goes down, he's just going to send his slammer up and just let the loons clean up the rest. The slammer is just basically a cleanup troop for him. And with the loon, whatever's left over, look at this. His baby drag's still alive, just still cleaning house. That was the second troop drop. So great plan, sending in and just making sure you're utilizing that Grand Warden ability to just help cover and push those troops to go forward. If you could get those heavy defenses down up front, the rest of the base is just going to be a cakewalk. So the loons don't even stay alive, but the only defense left is a Grand Warden statue, and that's not even going to do anything. So great job again, Flaire. Hope this video helps. Like and subscribe. Join our clan if you want to learn more.